Hello everybody, thank you for coming. I just thought I would do a little Zoom on the art of tuning in. And since I'm new to the concept of Zoom and I put it out there, I tried to promote it on Instagram and here on Facebook. A few people looked like they were going to come, but nobody showed up. So that's okay. I thought I will just do it anyway, even if it's just for me, myself, and I for now. It will be here as a record. And so really I wanted a conversation. So it would be awesome if anybody wanted to join. But what I wanted to talk about is maybe 5 points. The first one being is at this difficult time of crisis, it's basically like survival mode, but it's really important to take care of yourself. And it's really important to tune in. And what I mean by that is listening to your body and what your body needs. So trying to think about mindful eating and try to maybe practice using a hunger and fullness scale sometimes. This could look like this. It could either be a scale of 1 to 10 going up the way. So 1 would be starvingly hungry, like really, really, really hungry. And you want to enter a meal at about a 2 or 3. So you're slightly hungry, you're thinking of your stomach starting to rumble, but you're not famished. And then in between, you just want to be neutral, just want to be satisfied. And then when you're eating, you can tune into the other side. It's kind of like a whisper, satiety. So you kind of want to stop at maybe a 6 or a 7. You could take a few more bites, but you feel satisfied. And you're not getting to that feeling of being stuffed. So you could always use those to kind of tune into your hunger and fullness. Try to have a schedule. If you don't, that's okay. But right now, maybe trying to have regular meals and trying to cook, have some leftovers, because it is emotionally draining what the country's going through right now. So make it easy on yourself and be compassionate to yourself. Also with movement, try to find joyful movement. You may see people putting all these exercise videos out all the time. You should be doing this or that, but basically you've got to do what's right for you. So find movement or activity that feels good for you. And that could be turning your favorite song on and dancing like I shared yesterday. It could be doing yoga. I do yoga outside of my chickens. Maybe not for everyone, but it works for me. Could be going for a walk in your neighborhood. Luckily, in the Winston-Salem area, our public parks are still open as long as we practice social distancing. So trying to do that. Or, if you're really tired and what you need is a rest, go ahead and let yourself have that afternoon nap. Put your feet up with a nice warm cup of tea and a book that you're enjoying. That could be what self-care looks like for you. I also want you to tune into the fact that you are valued, that you cannot put a price tag on you, you're priceless. There's only one of you in the whole universe, and the world is a better place for you being in it. So just trying to acknowledge and know that you are worthy and you are worth taking care of the same way we take care of our loved ones and our kids. And hopefully you do have a partner or your kids with you. And I'm really sorry if you're on your own at this difficult time. It's very isolating going through the coronavirus pandemic and COVID-19. It's very difficult if you're alone. Reach out to people on social media, FaceTime people, write some old-fashioned letters. The postal service is still working here. Call people on the phone. You could maybe shout over your neighbor over the fence and say hi with distancing, and just to know that this will pass. The sun always will come out again. It's just really hard when you're going through it. There's lots of local therapists who are doing therapy online, so maybe that's an option for support. Oh, somebody sent a text, one of my neighbours, just as I was saying, or reaching out to your neighbours. Actually, we're very blessed. We can walk through the woods to our neighbour's field, and my husband and kids were playing in the field soccer, and she just says that it was such a nice sight. She enjoyed seeing it. Also want to bring up the concept of nature therapy. It's also called ecotherapy, or I've been reading this really nice book. It's called Forest Bathing by a Japanese doctor, Dr. Xing Li, and it's wonderful. And it gives lots of practical, easy tips about just finding a tree or some flowers, or just getting in nature. Maybe if you have a little creek near you, just listening to the babbling creek, trying to tune in to the sound of the birds, the breeze, connecting to nature, maybe just touching a tree. And this is something I do a lot. Luckily, we have woods. We live in a country, and I walk in the woods all the time, trying to see how, the little buds coming up, are there any blossoms, what smells are there. Particularly pine trees give off wonderful aromas, and right now the cherry blossoms have been wonderful, and some clematis are really lovely smell. So trying to connect with nature, I started doing little videos here live on Facebook and Instagram every day, and as a hashtag I started Anchored Nature Moments, so feel free to join into that. So tuning into the healing power of nature will really help self-care at this time. So we talked about also maybe embracing cooking and trying to cook meals from around the world. Maybe this is a time to read different food blogs from different countries, connect with people online. I actually just saw one, isolated cooking, a new hashtag in India. I really like the concept of it. Was trying to get people talking to each other about their shared, what their cooking experiences are, and just trying to connect around food, because food is really the universal connector, isn't it? So I hope you are managing to cook. I also saw one of our local radio stations, the NPR station in Winston-Salem, 88.5. I saw they started a hashtag about sharing what people are baking. So maybe that's a way you can connect around just food and your experience around cooking. But again, that you don't have to be like meal prepping like a boss and like cooking amazing creative meals in the stay-at-home order. That might be a bit difficult, but maybe if I keep sharing recipes, very simple recipes, that could help. Particularly, maybe this is an opportunity to tune into gardening, even if it's just a few herbs on your windowsill, or trying to have a backyard garden if you can, and watch that beautiful miracle of the growth of vegetables from seeds. Does anybody garden? Would that be beneficial to you to do that? It's very powerful to go from seed to plate. And a lot of the garden centres are still open, so you could go and buy some vegetable transplants. So oftentimes, it's like if you think of a static radio, or when you're trying to tune in to a digital or an analog radio, to your own intuition, your own inner wisdom. There's so much static, and why now there's so much stress and lots of news and bombardment, and how do you handle the situation? But nobody really knows. But know that we're in it together. We're all struggling together. Our leaders are struggling and fumbling together. But in all of this, know that each day is a gift. Staying home is for the greater good of our whole world together. We're in it together. It's globally connecting us. But in all of it, just know that you are wonderful. You are worthy. You are worth taking care of. Trying to have nourishing meals, however that looks, If you're struggling to get fresh fruits and vegetables, use canned or frozen. Use things like rice and beans and simple, quick, nourishing food. Use leftovers when you're too exhausted to think about cooking. Support local restaurants and farms. You can still get takeout, and a lot of local farmers are doing like little produce boxes that you can pick up. Text your neighbor, ask them how they're doing, if they need any groceries or they need any help. Find activity that brings you joy, however that looks. Try to get in nature, to find moments of calm and to connect to the fact that nature is still here. You will see the beach and the sunrise and sunset again. You will hike in the mountains again. There will become a time that you'll get on a plane to see your family again. I was going to be seeing my parents next week. We were meeting in the Azores and they were coming from Scotland. You will see people again. You will get through this. So try and tune in to your inner wisdom. Listen to what your body needs. Are you feeling overwhelmed? Sometimes are you feeling exhausted? Go ahead. Turn off your phone. Close your computer. Turn off your TV. Go and lie down for a little while and have a nap and regenerate and rejuvenate. Call a loved one. Reach out if you need support. And I'm here for you. If I can support you in any way on your journey, I'm happy to support you. As a registered dietitian, nutritionist, or nutrition therapist, I'd like to say too, because I do a lot of counseling in my work. I'm here to support you. I'm not going to heavily market at you, hence the reason this was a free call. I could do more of these if there's an interest and if it's supportive to you. But I'm here for you. If I can help you, send me a message. You can give me a call, drop me an email. I hope maybe this was of benefit and maybe you can listen to it later. Comment below with questions. Thank you.